Alright, so this is an older Dixon ZTR Ram 44. So if you don't know what that means, it means it's got a Ram 44 hydrostatics in it. Pretty solid hydrostatics from what I've heard. And these ones are really good, really nice yet. I believe they're rebuildable. Never done it. I just thought I heard something about that online. It's very heavy metal, really well built machine. The deck is pretty high gauge. Even though it's, probably 2005 mower, is really not a terribly large amount of wear on it. You see the tire on this side has been replaced at some point. I just aired these up. They've been holding for about 2 hours now. So they were flat after sitting multiple years. The reason I got it, the guy had taken the old opposed twin cylinder off of it for some reason, and he had put another one on, single cylinder or something, and he hadn't hooked it up at all the way yet. So I took that back off. I had a 18 horsepower Briggs opposed twin lying around, so put that one in. Crazy enough, this is actually how the motor mounts, from what I could tell. All the mounting hardware for starter, the choke and throttle cables matched up perfectly. Bolts all lined up, so it just must be how it mounted originally. Makes it pretty nice to work on, actually, because you can get at the carburetor, you can get at the starter, and everything is just pretty simple to get at. It puts the oil fitting down there out so you can actually get at it. Hardest part was, well, I didn't have the original muffler, so I had to weld up this muffler. Looks pretty good, it works just fine. It took quite a while for me to actually get it all lined up just perfectly, but turned out pretty well, I think. Yeah, new carburetor on the motor, new battery, air filter still look good, and fresh oil change, new spark plugs. So that's all good. It's kind of neat on these Dixon Zero Turns. They have 2 gas tanks, actually. Yeah, this one on this side is the one I'm currently using. Each tank has a little fuel shutoff valve under here. So I just shut this one off, but it does work. I mean, it's kind of a pain to fill up. Probably takes, I don't even know, close to 10 gallons, I'd imagine. I think this was really considered an industrial lawnmower back in the day. I did put a new deck belt on. The other 2 belts look just fine, so I just left them. Rear tires hold air. So yeah, I started up. I can kind of show you how it runs, mow with a little bit. It's kind of neat. This thing's got an auto deck drop, so you basically push on it, use your foot to tilt this piece here. You can bring it back, forward. You gotta have the deck down in order to engage it, I noticed, because the belt hits up against stuff under there if you have it all the way up and you engage it. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of annoying. You just gotta keep know that. Just like pretty much all opposed twins I've ever worked on, it always starts easy, runs really solid. Flatheads, they never die, they just kind of reincarnate. It does have a brake. I'll try to do this one-handed. I noticed the left hydro, it isn't weak at all, so I think it's just out of adjustment a little bit, because if you hold both of them evenly all the way forward, it does go left just a little bit. It's not a big deal, but it's just to note that in the video. Deck's on. Lower it down a little bit. Then the lights work and everything, so that's kind of nice. Not like you're probably gonna mow at night anyway, but you know, they're there. And as you can see, there's really no exhaust leak or anything like that. So I did a pretty good job on that one. You can see the exhaust manifold isn't exactly the same. It used to come out here. So they must have had some sort of a larger exhaust system in this thing. But that works just fine, doesn't get in the way of anything. Yeah. If you have any questions in the comments. The deck belt I put on there, it works. I think it's a thinner belt than it's supposed to be on there. I would recommend probably putting a bigger one on, a thicker one. But this one currently works, so I'm not going to mess with it. Yeah, I think that's everything. I mean, it's running, driving, mowing, zero turn. So I think it's pretty solid overall. Hydrostatics is certainly good. The motor doesn't even smoke, so it's a good solid twin engine, twin cylinder. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I might be able to answer them. I kind of know a little bit about it since I was digging around in it. So yeah, if you have any questions, I might be able to answer them. Other than that, have a good one.